gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare yourself, because it is officially Bible time.
Okay, I get it. I know what you might be thinking right now. Why am I going to spend a summer in my Bible class learning about some dude named Mr. Rogers that I might know a little bit about or I might not know? Well. First of all, we're not just going to be learning about Mr. Rogers. We'll be learning about the Bible and many other things too. But that is a good question. Why Mr. Rogers? Let's check in with some of the people we know, and maybe they have some ideas.
So one thing you might not know about Mr. Rogers is that he actually was a pastor. And so everything he did with his TV show and just how he lived his life was because he loved God. So I think that's really cool, and we can learn a lot from how he lived his life and how he loved God.
One reason I think Mr. Rogers is important is because of that one thing that we all know exists but no one likes to talk about, our feelings. Whether we're really happy or whether we're feeling sad or whether we're feeling really angry, Mr. Rogers said it was important. Even if it's things like feeling angry, Mr. Rogers said that it's okay to feel those things and it's okay to talk about them, and that's why I think he's cool and important.
Another reason why I think Mr. Rogers is great is because he taught us about that big word forgiveness, which I think that alone makes him worth learning about.
One thing about Mr. Rogers that I think is cool is that he taught us how to treat ourselves and how to treat others.
So, as we can all see, Mr. Rogers is obviously important to many of us here at the Pittsburgh Project. So, let's learn more about him this summer and see what happens. And, for funny thing, many of you might not know, Mr. Rogers is from Pittsburgh, so he actually has his own statue that's huge right outside of Heinz Field. And if you don't know what Heinz Field is, you're not a true Pittsburgher, because that's where the Pittsburgh Steelers play. So, we went over and over again. Obviously, Mr. Rogers is a super cool dude. He follows Jesus. He's from Pittsburgh. And, you might not know this either, he's in the TV Hall of Fame. That means the people who run the TV Hall of Fame said, of all the people who have ever been on TV, he's one of the greatest. So, that's some pretty cool stuff if you ask me. All right. I'm going to be done. I promise. Last thing. Each week you're going to watch a video like this. You're going to talk in your groups a little bit before it, and then you're going to talk in your groups a little bit at it. I challenge you each week we do this, and your teachers do the same thing, to just engage with the topics, because we truly think these topics and learning about the Bible is extremely important. Now, we can't force you to believe anything we say or anything the Bible says, but we just want to challenge you to give it a listen and try to engage in what we're talking about. Every week we're going to do this, and I think if you do it, you're going to have an awesome time. All right, see you next week for next week's Bible.